Greetings, boys and girls. My name is Aaron Kane. Welcome to today's Fallout 76 tutorial. We're going to cover 3 locations to get Firecaps. First, I'll show you one large farm route that will produce a lot of Firecaps. The other 2 locations have far fewer but are much easier. Firecaps are a key ingredient in disease cures, Firecap soup, souffles, and mentats. Regardless of what you're using them for, this guide will show you in great detail where to go. Now that you know what we're doing, let's get started. Alright, our first location is going to be a pretty extensive farming route. It starts over here, just northeast of the Wayward at Slocum's Joe. And it's going to kind of take us along these railroad tracks and the Golly Mine exit, and then up right here near the Gorge Junkyard and then back. So let's go hit the fast travel point at Slocum's Joe. So here we are at Slocum's Joe. Where we're going to go first is over here to this bus. I'm going to go ahead and note that I've taken the liberty of clearing the route so we can focus on just spotting these things, because that is the hard part. So this tree branch right next to the bus, we've got 2. So we'll go ahead and grab those. And we'll do a count at the end to see how many we actually got. And then we have this log here, just across the creek. There's another Firecap. There could be as many as 2 here. I've never seen 3 spawn, but it's possible, I suppose. So we'll go ahead back across the creek. Yeah, the hardest thing about Firecaps, especially during the daytime, is they're hard to spot. You would think they would be easy, but they are not. This pile of tires right here, usually we'll have one spawn right here. Not here this time, obviously, so we are moving on. We're going to head to this house towards the south, and you'll see up there is one Firecap, and then usually over by this soot flower there will be another one. So we'll head up here and grab this one. Now we're going to head towards that house, and just as we pass this rock outcropping, there's another Firecap right here. And then towards the garage in the front, there is another one. And then usually over by this Sutton sign, there will be another, but that is not here this time. And then heading to the east, there will be another one over by the rocks here. So we'll grab that. Now we're going to pop up here near where this broken down container is. And then if you'll see the tracks on your left there, and if you head up here a little bit, this log or the area around it will usually spawn a Firecap. Not so lucky this time. So we'll keep moving to the north along the tracks, kind of keeping the tracks a few feet away, a few meters. And then usually, let's see, where are we from the house? Right about here, there is the potential for another one to spawn, but it did not spawn this time. And then we are going to keep heading north, following the tracks. This log will many times spawn 1. The logs can sometimes spawn up to 3 of them, but I've never seen this one have more than 1. So we'll grab that. You'll see we're on the back side of Slocum's Joe. So now we'll head down to the tracks themselves, because I have never found any up in this area right here. So we'll just head down to the tracks, and that's kind of the Slocum's Joe part of it. So now we're going to continue on to the Golly Mine. You'll run into some scorched here. You can pretty much avoid them if you want to, though. And then here we're going to be looking back and forth on both sides of the tracks, mostly to the east, but also we want to keep an eye on the west as well. We're going to pass this train car. And this is when you want to start keeping your eyes peeled both directions. And like I said, during the day, they're a little more difficult to spot. There's one right there. We'll grab that. Never mind the dead super mutants. And then there's another one up on this log. So we'll grab that. And it is super helpful if you have marsupial or a jetpack that you can take advantage of. Not necessary, but they're definitely easier to spot with a more of a bird's eye view. So we're going to continue along the railroad tracks, looking both east and west. Now, one of the reasons why we're less concerned with this side of the tracks is because we're going to the route's going to bring us back along that way. So ones that are far in that area, we will spot. So right here by the tracks, there's another Firecap that we almost wandered right past. Not gonna lie. And I like to jump up here to kind of get a look of what's around. See anything up there? Now I'm taking this real slow so I can kind of give you the best opportunity to see them. Once you get used to doing this a few times, you actually go through it pretty quick. And then up here near the Galley Mine exit, I hear crickets. There's almost always this one here, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Are there actually Cape crickets? Oh, those are frogs. Okay. So then heading back to the train tracks, we'll come to our first bridge. And if you hop up right here, you'll see there's one on that log, one on that log, and then one off in the distance over there. So we're going to go ahead and grab those three.
Or the ferals don't get you, the rads will.
These are always a single spawn. I've never seen them spawn more than one at each log. But nice to have all three of them spawn just to be able to show you guys. So we're going to head back to the bridge. And we're back on the railroad tracks. You will find some creatures here. Super mutants, scorched, whatever. Liberators, that's pretty common. So we'll head down here under the bridge. And there's another log with a Firecap. Could be as many as two. Never seen three. But two's pretty common actually. So we'll grab that one. And then this part, there are a lot of spawns in here. So I generally tend to take this part slow, because there could be some over on that side. And almost always there's one right there. There's almost always some on this side. A little less so over here. We're going to hit that spot over there in a bit, so I'll show you that. So we're going to keep looking this way. And this time of day, it's really kind of hard to spot them because it's sun's going down. Color in the air is red, generally. So nothing here. Okay, so we got to all these junky cars right here. So what we're going to do is turn to our right. And if we look at our map, you'll see right here at the I-64 sign, there's the road and then the creek. And then you've got the Gorge Junkyard right there. So this little area, there's like 5 spawns in here. So we're going to take a look at those real quick. So the first one you'll see right ahead of us, right here. Grab that. And there's another one you can see directly ahead. We're going to leave that one for a second and turn to our left. And then over here, behind this starlight creeper thingy, is another fire cap. So we'll head back where we were, just so we don't get lost. And we'll hit this fire cap. And then there's sometimes another one in the same line right here. So I think it ends up spawning right there. And then if you look right over there across the creek, there is another one. We'll grab that. And then we're going to head back to the road. To our dumpster here, or not dumpster, but to our truck. But you want to keep your eyes peeled in this whole area because it could be anywhere, really. It feels like they pop out of nowhere. So we're heading back to the creek here, and we're just going to follow it around. And like I said, if you have marsupial or a jetpack, definitely use them. Not a whole lot of luck right there. Oh, there's one. I'm going to grab that. And then as you emerge from the creek and you're back to the road over here, there's usually one right here. But it does not look like it's there at this time. So now at this part, you're generally not going to find too many over there that you haven't already gotten. So you want to focus your efforts on looking over to the west side. One little trick that I've found, and this is really only useful if you have marsupial and a jetpack, you can jump up and you can get on top of these power poles and just kind of look around. In this case, I don't see any. You want to look off in the distance over there. Trees are kind of in the way, but you can look at both sides. It's kind of nice. Just kind of hop to the next pole. And again, just kind of look around, see what you can see. We're not getting a whole lot this time. Is that one? Nope. Alright, next pole. Alright. There's one there. Let's look up in the distance and see. There's one. So let's go grab that. Again, even while you're doing this, keep your eyes peeled. Sometimes it's the angle that you're seeing them in that makes a difference. So now we're back at the road. Again, we saw one over here. There it is. Anything else up in there? I don't see anything. We are basically just heading back to the billboard over here, which is effectively the start of our route. Let's take a quick peek and see how many we got. Food, drink, fire caps. So we got 24 fire caps, and that is, do we have, I thought we had equipped, okay, we did not have green thumb equipped, so if we had, that would have equaled a total of 48 fire caps. That's not too shabby, and I'm sure there are some we missed. But that's a pretty good run. Our next location is going to be the Vault Tech Agricultural Research Center. It's located right next to Flatwoods, and you'll see the Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm over here to the west, Flatwoods to the east, and the Ag Center right here. So let's go ahead and fast travel there. I have taken the liberty of clearing the event that always spawns here. So what we're going to do is, this is the Ag Center right here, and we are going to head towards the back of the building. And then we'll head right here into this first greenhouse. There are a total of 3 of them. Doesn't matter which one you go in, they all lead to the same place effectively. So upon entering, it's a good sign, we have 2 Firecaps. Now, note that in the Ag Center, these are not affected by Green Thumb. So we're going to equip it just to prove that point. So we'll grab our first one here, and then our second one. You'll notice that it doesn't say anything in the upper left hand corner about gaining Firecaps or anything. And then in our inventory, Firecaps shows 2, which is how many we harvested. So it doesn't show 4. So that's unfortunate, but it's okay. So there can be some that spawn here. To be honest, I haven't seen any spawn here in like the last 20 times that I've done this. So maybe they have changed it so that those are not spawn points anymore. In fact, I haven't seen any in this room in a while, but we'll keep it on the list just in case. So we're going to head out into the hallway and then go down the stairs. And so we enter into this big room with double doors on the back end. We'll go straight through those double doors. And then over here, we have 3 Firecaps in the planter bed. We'll go ahead and grab those. 1, 2, 3. 3. And then over here, this other planter bed, we have another 3. It's not uncommon for them to spawn with 3, but don't expect that every time. And then over here we have 1 more Firecap. We'll go ahead and grab that one. That makes, 9 total that we got on this run. That's not too shabby. All right, our last location is going to be right down here. Just close to the Cranberry Bog, but still in the Savage Divide. And we are going to the monorail elevator. So once you drop in at the spawn point, you'll be looking at 4 feet of the elevator. So we are going to head around to the back side of those feet to find a friend. A poor soul. So we head around to the backside of this one, and then we'll hop up on the platform, and then you'll look right here. There are a bunch of Firecaps in a bucket. He was going to cut them up, make dinner, and then the bombs fell. So how many do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. That is actually the most I've ever seen here. Usually I get between 3 or 4, but it's at least possible to get 7. So that's a good deal. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned something to improve your game. If you did, please hit that like button and comment below. If you're interested in more Fallout 76 content from me, please subscribe with bell notifications on. All those things really help the channel grow. I hope you have a great day.